guys, welcome back to my channel, or hello and welcome if you are brand new here. My name is Chloe Swift. I'm a professional hairstylist and hair care expert, and I can't wait to bring you this video today. I have got 3 of the brand new GHD Chronos Curve range. What we're going to do is compare these brand new ones, the Chronos Curve, against the old current ones that I've got, see what the differences are in performance. Are they any better? Are they worth investing? Let's get into it. We've got the classic tong, then we have got the grand tong, or bronze tong, I guess. This one has changed name. This one is basically the soft curl tong, if you know the previous tool. Then we've got the conical wand. Again, this has changed name. Before it was called the creative curl wand. Oh, and there is a brand new curling wand as well. This is the 1.5 inch max wand. However, I've literally just done a video all on its own about this wand and how to use it and the results of this. Because this is brand new, there's kind of nothing to compare it to, so I'll link that down below. But in this video, I literally just want to compare and see what the differences are between these new ones and the current ones. By the way, you do actually get heated glove, you know, if you're cautious about like burning your fingers. So in all of the new curling tools, you get the glove, which is quite handy actually. Let's start up with just like the visual look of them and how they look and feel different. So the size is the exact same. So this one, we're starting off with the classic curl tong. This is 26 millimeters wide, which is roughly about 1 inch in width. So this is kind of the current one, or like the older style. So you can see the arm, the lever, that is silver. Now we are all a matte black, so it looks very like visually aesthetic. The current, or shall I say old one, that comes with a button. And then it makes that sound when you turn it on. Whereas the brand new Chronos version, that comes with a switch now. And then that sounds like that when you turn it on. Both of them come with a cool tip, but actually if we have a look, the cool tip has changed shape now. So the older style, it's like, it's all perfectly even, just like a round pointed little tip. Whereas this new Chronos style, it's actually kind of more elliptical in shape. So it's kind of flatter here and a bit wider. If you have a look down at the bottom here, the brand new Chronos version has a light now. So this is just the same as like the Chronos straighteners. They also have a light on the bottom. It doesn't do anything. I guess it just looks quite nice. It's like a nice little upgrade. Both of them still have kind of the 360 swivel cord, which is so handy. It stops your wire getting caught up and tangled. And then both of them also have this stand. So like now I can literally just pop it up on my dressing table and it's not going to burn the sides or anything. I mean, if you're super cautious, like still pop underneath like a heated mat or something like that. But yeah, both of them have the stand. I would say this brand new Chronos version, the stand is just a little bit chunkier, if anything, whereas this one's a bit skinnier. Old Curve range has the ultrazone technology. So what ultrazone technology is, it's the same technology that's in the Platinum Plus styler. So if you imagine there's a whole net of sensors around this tong, and effectively what the sensors do, they monitor that heat constantly and consistently around 200 times per second. So it's super on the ball with just knowing it's keeping to 185. Oh, that's a really important thing to also know. This is also still 185. Those of you who know GHD, that is just their key optimum temperature for heat styling dry hair. So this hasn't kind of gone up any higher or anything. They're both 185 degrees Celsius, which is 365 degrees Fahrenheit. Very clever technology. And as you guys know, I absolutely love these tools. I actually can't even fault these ones. So I guess it's hard for GHD to almost make them even better than what they are. But then if we're looking at the brand new Chronos technology, obviously, of course, it's got the Chronos technology inside, which is the same technology as now the brand new Chronos flat iron. So Chronos technology works in effectively the same way, where it's monitoring that heat constantly and consistently, whereas this monitors the heat 250 times per second rather than the 200 times per second. And what GHD are now saying with the new Curve range, you've got this curl responsive technology. And yeah, with Chronos, as I know just with using the flat iron straightener, it's quicker, it's more responsive, it just kind of adapts to how you're using it and how it kind of knows how thick a section you've got on. And effectively we've got that the same here with these curling tools. On the website, GHD also call out the fact that the new Chronos Curve range, they also come with the latest generation heaters, and I'm going to take that and just mean the heaters have updated compared to the heaters which are in the current Curve. All of the other stats are the exact same actually. So the heat up time, same. This takes 25 seconds to heat up. This also takes 25 seconds to heat up. The old Curve always stated that it was a 24-hour curl hold when you're partnering up with the GHD curl hold spray. And interestingly enough, the new Chronos Curve is also just claiming the same. It holds curls all day from day to night, but yeah, 24 hours also if you're going to pair it with this. So it's not like the curls are holding any longer, but I mean 24 hours is such a long time to hold the curl for anyway. And yeah, I absolutely love just the hold power that the current curve gives you. The old curve range, this will go into sleep mode after 30 minutes if it's been on the side. It can tell you're not using it. Whereas the new Chronos Curve, this will go into sleep mode after just 20 minutes when it's been on the side, and it can tell that it's not being used. And then just a few other stats that now Chronos Curve can state, whereas I don't think the previous curve could state. These state they give frizz-free curls and 3 times faster styling. So that stat is actually compared against a competitor curling wand, curling tong, also set at the same temperature. It isn't compared against the previous one. But the last feature that is different and is new, the coating on these brand new Chronos Curve range is an anodized coating, and effectively what that means, it's apparently supposed to give more grip to the hair, and also it's supposed to help with the shine that it gives the hair. So you can see it's quite like a matte texture all the way around. But to be honest, I love the way this glided and slipped through the hair, so we are gonna have to see if this provides the same kind of slippage and glide that we know and love. Now let's actually get into the styling, and I think what I really want to do is do old curve on one side, new on this side, so we can literally like compare them side by side. And to be honest, I think it's only fair that we also do use the GHD Curly Ever After spray. This contains heat protection. You need some sort of hold to actually make your curls last. To be honest, I don't always use this. I mean, the curve range in itself just holds curl really, really well, but especially if your hair struggles to hold curl, this is a great one. I think it's only right we start off with the current classic curl tong and then see. Let's do kind of like the twisty, unhooky technique that I love to do to create that kind of loose wave look. Because I really want to see with the new one how it's going to slip and glide through. So on this side, I'm just going to pop the tong behind the hair and kind of come underneath. Close the arm, straight away we're getting that wrap around the hair. Unhook underneath. Glide down. So you see it literally just glides through super easy, doesn't leave like any marks in the hair, and we've got such a nice shine to the hair. That's why I just love the GHD curve range. I'm hoping the new one should give even more shine to the hair. Right, now going in with the brand new Chronos Classic Curl. So same technique, so close that and then get that first rotation in, unhook underneath, unhook underneath. Oh, I don't know actually. I don't know if it glides through as well. I don't know, does that look a bit tighter, do we think? Let me do another section. I'm gonna try that one again. So new section, missed him with the Curly Ever After. Okay, I've moved back over to kind of current slash older style. Normally I don't have any issues at all with this technique. See how it just glides through? So easily and effortlessly. Stunning result. You've got the shine, lovely, even, consistent curl. Okay, now let's try with the new Chronos Classic. You see how that look? So I'm gonna actually have to like almost slightly open that a little bit just to allow for a bit more glide. It's definitely got more grip, but I suppose that's exactly what GHD have said it does. Whereas I guess if you're doing that technique, not everyone does that technique, but you almost don't want more grip when you are doing that. So we have got old slash just curve, then this is the new Chronos. 100% that is so much tighter, and it's probably because it's the new Chronos technology, which is quicker. Say if I wanted to achieve this exact same curl, like a little bit looser, which means I could just hold this on for less amount of time. I could just do that super, super quick. What I want to show you next, I'm just going to carry on with the classic curl because I want to show you how you use the classic curl tong, because as I say, not everyone would use it with that technique because that creates more of like a looser curl. So I'm going to do like a little twist wrap technique here. So I'm just going to place the tong, we're back on the current, the old one, and then I'm just going to twist, wrap, twist, wrap, twist, wrap, holding the end piece of hair like as close as you can without burning your fingers. 3, 6. So yeah, GHD have always communicated to hold on the tongs or the wands on the hair for like 5 to 8 seconds, depending on the hair's thickness or hair's length. If you've got super thick or long hair, then you want to hold it on for like more 8 rather than more of like the lower end. And you can literally see like how tight those curls are compared to like how much it's bounced up my hair length as well. It's gone so, so tight. Then I love just to pop those curls out. That is such a lovely result. It's almost like kind of a bit mermaidy, like a lovely defined mermaid. Let's do the same on this side and see the difference. So Chronos side, so wrap, twist, wrap, twist, wrap, And I will hold this on for less time. Just a little bit less amount of time, because that's the whole idea with this one. Then let's just pop that out. That is 100% tighter compared to that side, isn't it? Wow, it's quite an obvious and noticeable difference. But in saying that, like, this side doesn't disappoint me at all. These are still amazing. I don't know why they've changed the name, to be honest. I actually much prefer the name soft curl rather than grand curl. I feel like that's something you would say if you're like, oh, what look are you after today? You'd say, oh, what, I want like a soft curl. You're not going to say grand curl. So I do prefer the name. We shall have to see if I prefer the performance of the new Chronos one. So this is the 32mm curling tong curling iron, which is roughly about 1.25 inches. I'm going to mist again with our curl hold spray. So starting off with the current, kind of the older one again. So what I'm going to do here is literally just create like a nice flat wrap with the soft curl tong. You can see just the result it gives here. 5 GHD, 6 GHD. Hold that on for 6 solid seconds. And you can see, let me just push that hair back. It is literally a soft curl. Really nice and bouncy. This particular size curling iron is so popular. I'd have to say I think it is my favourite one. It's just so versatile. You can also use this and do kind of that twisty, wrappy technique I did before, and then obviously you'll just get a really nice loose wave. I literally just love that result, and like you can just see the shine coming off the hair as well. Now I'm going to create the exact same on this side. So a nice flat wrap around the iron. 5 GHD, 6 GHD. Hold it on for the same amount of time first of all, so then we can literally directly compare the results. Definitely a difference there in those results, as you can see. Old, existing. I need to think of what we're calling can't really call it the old one. I thought they were actually making this kind of range redundant and they'd get rid of them, but they are still selling this just at a cheaper price point. It's still going to exist, so I need to think of what we're calling old curve, current curve. You can definitely see a major difference there, to be honest with you. If you want this look and a looser, bouncier style, which that's the look I kind of want and I'm going for if I'm using a tong like this, basically you want to leave it on the hair for less amount of time, which is really interesting. Let's do it again, and then I'll leave this side on for just less amount of seconds. Go back to my current curve, flat wrap. We'll do the same technique again. Hold the end nice and close. 5 GHD, 6 GHD. Catch that curl and release. Such a nice result. Flat wrap again, and this time I'll literally just hold it on for 4. 3 GHD, 4 GHD. Release. Such a big difference again, so even though I only left that on for 4 seconds, you can literally see how much tighter it is compared to that one. I do prefer the name conical wand, and I think as a hairstylist I would always call it the conical anyway. Conical as in because it's like cone shaped, it's wider at the base, more narrow at the end, so it's like a cone. Whereas I think before, when we were calling this creative curl wand, I don't really think to a normal kind of person who isn't a hairstylist, you're like, well, what does that mean? What kind of curl is that going to give me? So I think by saying just conical wand, it's just easier. So to be honest, name approved on this one. I do prefer the name change. But again, yeah, literally the dimensions of the wand are the exact same. Let me just double check. Oh, it is literally the same length. Yeah, I was thinking this was longer for a minute then. So actually what I do love on the GHD website, if you're unsure which wand is for you, you go onto their website. You can even take, they've got like a new quiz on there, or even if you don't want to take the quiz, like the images are so good on their page where they've got the same model, the exact same hair type, but then they've got all different models with different hair types. So they've got like a blonde Caucasian girl, they've got Asian hair on there, they've got more curly, coily, textured hair on there, but they've got the same model, effectively modelling all the different curling wands and curling tongs, which I just think is so helpful and so useful. So you can literally look and be like, oh, that's the style I want, so that's the curling kind of tool that I need to buy. When I worked at GHD, when I was a global educator for them, that's literally the exact thing that I used to do. So I used to work on them with all these kind of images for the website and campaign images. It is a really fun job. So I love actually just going on the website now and just seeing like what's new and like the new images they've got on there, because yeah, I think it's one of the fab things about the brand, and especially just how much I personally think there's so much diversity on there with models and hair types and textures, and yeah, I just think it's really good to see. The results you're going to get with the conical wand are more like a beachy curl. In terms of, I guess, selling, the conical wand always used to sell really well at GHD, and I think because it's just so easy to use as well. So what I'm going to do with the conical wand, I actually love to do a twist wrap technique. I think that works really well with this one. So I'm just going to twist wrap, twist, wrap, twist, wrap, twist, wrap. Hold that end. 5 GHT, 6 GHT. Catch that. Let that fall. Actually, I've held the end really close there, so you see the end's gone really curly. Obviously, because it's thinner and more narrow at the base, if you wrap the hair right around there, you'll get a really tight curl. But if you want more of that beachy look, leave the end off a little bit. So that one is conical barrel. Do the exact same here with the new Chronos one. Wrap, twist, wrap, twist, wrap, twist. Again, I'll hold it on for the exact same time. 5 GHD, 6 GHD. Let that go. That's definitely come out tighter again. Let me just tuck these bits behind my ear. That's that curl I've just done. And then here it is on that side, the old existing side. So again, you can definitely see the difference there between those two. Just tighter on this side. Are we thinking there's more shine? I'm looking in the mirror as well as I do this. Like, even though this, I always say like the current range is so good for shine, but definitely I actually think we are seeing a bit more shine with the new Chronos as well. Let me just do that again, and I'll show you what it looks like with just flat wrapping instead. So just making sure when it's wrapped around, you see the difference, like all of that hair is just wrapped around really flat. I am actually going to hold more of that end off. 5 GHT, 6 GHT. So yeah, if you hold more of the end off, then you're getting more of that straight end, which is then going to look a bit more like a beachy wave. Oh, that looks really nice actually. I love that one. And if you were then to like alternate the direction of all the curls, then yeah, it's definitely going to look beachy and textured. So we'll do that same curl on this side. But then this time, like I've been doing with all the others, I'll hold this on for a little bit less time because, as we know, the results are just tighter and more defined on this side. Holding some end off again. 3 GHD, 4 GHD. Go. Isn't it crazy like how quick it is? I bet you guys, if you don't normally time your curls, which I think so many of us don't do, like you just get carried away and you're kind of maybe doing something else or maybe talking to someone else as you're doing your hair. But honestly, you're probably leaving your hair on the tong or the wand look just for like way longer than you need to. So let this video be just like your reminder. Actually count in your head and see how long you're leaving it on for, because as you can see, you literally don't need to be leaving them on the hair for that long at all. Okay, so let's just compare those curls. So that's 6 seconds, that's 4 seconds, exact same curling technique. They're looking very similar this time, but obviously I've just been able to work on this one a bit quicker. Okay, I think we don't have much left at all. Literally this piece of hair on each side, I would just probably, that's big enough to still split into two. And yeah, I'll probably just carry on with the conical wand, seeing as I don't want to look absolutely crazy with like my head full of different curls. I'll just carry on with this technique. Actually, do you know what I will show you? Because these are shorter layers, what I will show you just another great technique I love to do with this wand. So you can actually just wrap it round like a couple times, and then if you want that more looser look, move it up and down the hair, and obviously still count in your head the seconds you're leaving it on the hair for. 5 GHD, 6 GHD. And then you get really lovely looser shape to the hair, and you see how it just blends really nicely with that kind of straighter edge. Yeah, I love doing that technique. I'll do that again here before we move on to Chronos side. So good. Granted, we are looking at a little bit crazy because literally there's different curls going on throughout our head. We're still going to do same as usual. We're going to wait like 10 minutes till the curls completely cool down. Then I'll dress them out and then we shall see the finished end result. We're going to dress out as usual, just going to pop a few drops of oil in. This is the Olaplex oil I'm using, which is really nice, like universal one, good for all hair types, not too heavy. Start off with this side first of all. Hopefully it all kind of blends together, even though we've got different curls and different tools going on. So this is just, yeah, your standard result, what I'm so used to. You can see it's just got still amazing bounce, amazing volume. You see like the width we've got coming from the side. You see that shine coming from the hair, and just these results, especially on my hair, they just last so well. And obviously just under here we're quite a bit looser because we just did that really loose technique under there. Then a little bit more oil and we shall dress out the new Chronos side. Be interesting to see what the results look like once we've dressed these curls out. See, are they actually much tighter? Is there going to be much difference going on? This is the Chronos side dressed out. To be honest, now they're dressed out, I'm like, they do look very even, don't they? They both just look very voluminous and very very curly and like lovely shine. I mean, that is an amazing shine on that side, but then it's still a really, really amazing shine on that side. Literally, I would say these front pieces are like identical. Maybe it's just one of those where it looks tighter when it's first done, and then maybe for those of you whose hair drops, this side might hold longer. I might have to do a longevity test, but then I will come back at the end of the day and let's just see how these have like worn. I'm quite surprised because they just look very symmetrical at the moment. It's not like this side is massively bouncier and kind of tighter. So obviously when it first came off the tong, this side was so much tighter. I'm gonna just spray some hairspray on these little flyaways. I'll just use my L'Oreal Professional Pure 6. Let me just kind of neaten myself up, spray down these flyaways. I'll just spray both sides as well, just to make it fair. I'll finish the hair off as like I usually would. I just think like I'll come back at the end of the day, see what we're looking like then. Hey guys, it's officially 8 hours later. Well, actually it's over 8 hours later. Look how we're looking. We're looking so good. Not that I doubted it. I think they've held up perfectly, just both of them. Let me actually, because I've not done anything to it since, let me just run my fingers through. You know, after you've had your curls all day, sometimes they start to just clump together a little bit. I am so impressed with how both sides have held. I was maybe expecting to see this side, the Chronos side, hold or be a bit more, but I guess that makes actually sense because yeah, both of them claim. This side always claimed 24 hours hold, and then this side there's no new stat or no new claim. It is literally just the same, holds all day and all night. Obviously I would love to show you more into the night, but I'm about to take my makeup off and get ready for bed soon. If I was doing an all day and all night party, that'd be fun. I could show you the results then. If you are going to bed and you just want these curls to last like the best possible way they can and just stay the next day, so then you don't have to reheat style, what I do every night, I go to bed with a silk bonnet on top of my head. So I'll link the one that I use below because that does help. Because what I would love to do, especially if I'm going to bed like this, I don't particularly plan to heat style this tomorrow. I just want to like leave it as it is, probably just pop some more oil through and go with it. Conclusion for the brand new GHD Chronos Curve. Personally, I think if you have already got a current curve, so if you've got the classic curl tong, the soft curl tong, the creative curl wand, I wouldn't say you need to upgrade to the Chronos side, because as we can see, the result is still stunning on this side, stunning on this side. The kind of lasting power is the same. I think the only thing we can guarantee that we've seen in this video and we've seen by kind of the test, yes, you can get these curls quicker on the Chronos side. So if you are looking for a brand new curling wand, a curling tong, and you want something that's going to be so good for like the health of your hair, you don't want to compromise on the health of your hair, 100% I think the Chronos Curve is going to be amazing for you, because we know it's that perfect consistent temperature of 185, which is super safe for dry hair. And we know I was holding these on for 4 seconds, and that's quite mind-blowing really. Every single section was literally just held for 4 seconds and I've still got this amazing result, which is lasting. So yeah, conclusion, I think they pretty much look the exact same. Lasting power is the same, but we can definitely say that Chronos Curve does come out quicker. You can hold it on the hair for less amount of time. I guess ideally that means if you're doing the full head with Chronos Curve, it's going to take you less time and you're going to be curling your hair far quicker. They are the results. Let me know what you guys think below in the comments. Let me know what you think of the brand new Chronos Curve. Which one would you pick? And I'll link down below my previous video where I did a whole video dedicated on just the GHD Max wand, which is the largest wand that GHD now do. And as usual, if you like this video, if you learned anything new, I'd really appreciate if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because I post videos like this every single week. And if you do subscribe, I'll be seeing you next week for another one of my videos. Bye guys!